Hey guys, it's Pink Paulina. Welcome back to another video where I'm walking and talking. I don't know who's watching this, but hey, I'm here to talk. Today I'm gonna be talking about the weirdest thing I've ever found in an abandoned building. By far, I'd like to add. What I found was so strange, peculiar even, that I just have to talk about it. But before I do, look at the fit, guys. What do we think? Pretty alright. So the story starts like all my stories start. I wanted to urbex with a friend. I just tripped on my fucking route. Me and my friend planned to urban explore in this abandoned castle that we found. It was pretty neat, very run down, but it had some cool motives. So we said, fuck it, let's go and explore this thing. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, I guess we could die, but you know, what's the worst that could happen? So we make the plan, meet up on the day, and we drive out to this castle. It's pretty big. It has this massive garden, and it's hidden behind big walls, so we had to do quite a bit of climbing to get over, but we thought, hey, it'd be worth it because, like I said, the interior looked pretty nice, very run down. And so we're making our way through the garden up towards the castle and looking for a way in. Most windows are barricaded, either they have like bars in front of them, or they're actually just barricaded with like cardboard or some shit, which, if you know urban exploration, most buildings that have a good interior are barricaded. So, you know, the building's barricaded, but we think, hey, surely there's like some way inside. And so we're doing kind of a circling maneuver around the building, seeing if there's like an opening, and we find one. We find a window of like the second story that happens not to have a barricade on it, and with great difficulty we managed to climb the window and get inside of the abandoned building. Check this out, a little log. So, you know, it takes us maybe like 5 minutes, but we managed to climb through the window and get inside, and the inside looked really wrecked. This wasn't a very pretty room. I have some photos of the castle that I'm gonna put in, but the main goal of this exploration is there was a big hall in this castle, like the dining hall or some shit. That's the room we really want to see. And so we're going through, we're like on one of the lower levels, and I'm gonna guess the dining hall was also on the lower level, but many parts of this castle were like crashed down and like caved in on themselves, so we couldn't just walk through the lower level to get to the dining hall. We had to go to the second level first and kind of go over the caved in part, if that makes sense, or around. Obviously, if it's caved in, it's not gonna have a fucking floor, but you know what I mean. And so while we're walking through this first level, we find backpacks, and I'm talking like not like a backpack like maybe an urban exploration, like a black backpack or some shit. I mean like proper big, it almost looked like camping backpacks, and they look very full. Obviously we didn't touch them, but I'm gonna guess there was a lot of equipment in these backpacks. And so obviously we're like, that's kind of strange, but you know, we push on, we kind of ignore it. There might be other urban explorers, you know, there might be other urban explorers in the building. We don't know, but you know, it's not like it really matters. I mean, I'm fast, my friend isn't, but at least I can get out if something does go wrong. And so we explore some of the rooms. One of the rooms had this weird like toxic sludge in it. It was kind of strange. None of the rooms really were that cool, so I'm thinking, man, it really wasn't worth coming here, but it ends up being very worth coming here. Just wait. Yeah, we're exploring, it's whatever. Like I said, I didn't think it was that cool, but then my friend hears some voices. He's like, yo, what the freak? I don't think we're alone here. And I'm like, did you not see the fucking backpacks? Of course we're not alone. And I just guessed it was other urban explorers, but I was very wrong. It was not like we were following the voices, but the path kind of just led in that direction. So we were like, fuck it, if we meet these people, then it's whatever. And so we're walking towards the voices, and I see what looks like the big hall in front of us. I'm like, damn, these people are in the big hall. They're probably just taking photos or something of the motive, because it's like, that's supposed to be the coolest part of this whole building. So I'm like, let's just go into this big hall and take some photos ourselves and then just dip, you know. And so we turn the corner and walk into this big hall, and what I see with my eyes, I couldn't have predicted in a million years. There was a whole camera setup in the big hall. I mean, talking like big, expensive cameras, and there were about 4 men who had like film crew equipment or some bullshit like that. Like, they were really decked out. They had like light diffusers, they had the camera, they had the whole setup. And in the middle of the big hall, there's a purple-haired lady, completely naked, posing on an old couch. I walk in there obviously and I go, whoa, what's that? It was an OnlyFans model. She was taking photos for OnlyFans in this abandoned hall, which I guess makes sense. But yeah, they were very nice. We said hey, they said hey, you know. She didn't seem to care much. It's not like she like covered up or anything. She just didn't care. But you know, we didn't want to be rude, so we basically didn't take any photos in the big hall. We left immediately, which is kind of a bummer, but hey, I got to see a naked lady for free, so I guess all those who paid for her OnlyFans, yeah, that experience, hands down, is one of the strangest things I've ever seen in an abandoned building. And actually, that's the only reason that I still urban explore. I'm hoping that one day, maybe I'll be able to, oh shit. Maybe I'll be able to find another OnlyFans model. I guess that just goes to show that really you can find anything in these abandoned buildings. A naked purple-haired lady was really, oh shit, was really the last thing I was expecting to find, but it was definitely an interesting find. So yeah, if you're going urban exploring, you might find a homeless person, you might find a fucking crackhead, you might find like fucking criminals who are, you know, doing things they're not supposed to, or you might find a naked lady with purple hair. So there you go. I don't know, comment the can comment the weirdest thing you've ever found in an abandoned building if you go urban exploring, which you probably don't. You probably never leave your room, but hey, like the video if you liked it. Check out my other stuff. I have a bunch of videos on urban exploration. I dropped one like a few days ago. Definitely check that out, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.